AfroBasket is taking place, and we're going to watch the second quarterfinal today between Mali and Guinea. We've already seen Senegal win 80-77 over Cameroon in a thriller. Now this one followed by Rwanda, the host, against Uganda. And later tonight, Mozambique will be in action against the three-time defending champions, Nigeria. So you can see the winner of this game, Mali and Guinea down the right corner, will advance to take on Senegal. And all bets are off how this one's going to go, considering how well Guinea have been playing of late, or at least how they got this far. I don't think anybody saw it coming. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Ife Abekwe. And Ife, if you had, I think, suggested to anyone, perhaps not in the Mali or the Guinea team, that they would be in the quarterfinals, like they would have laughed at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Cinderella story. How they came back and competed in every game, and how they won against.
The last quarter.
Yeah, in the last game.
And the qualification for the
against Angola. Sorry, I had a mind lapse. But yeah, they beat Angola yesterday, and they just came out and competed. And I just love this team and how they showed up. It's a Cinderella story. You have an amazing thing that Kaba did, how she rallied the girls together, wrote an amazing note, and I think that gave them that energy to come. She had 26 points and 14 rebounds, so she is a key player along with Jalou, who had 9 points. And I think their focus here is to give their all and play with that energy and that intensity that they came and beat Angola.
Yeah, and really the beauty of it was not only did she write a letter to her teammates saying, we can do this, just give your best, you never know what's going to happen in sports. It's a long letter. I mean, really, it should be sent out nationwide. This thing is amazing.
Let's just frame it.
But also the beauty was that several players really stood up yesterday, including the captain, Mba. So it was a tremendous, tremendous effort. Mali, I think after they beat Senegal, everybody was thinking this was the team that was going to lift this title, but there are just too many games that they have to win, a couple more important ones before you can think about that. And starting with this one, because we can no longer look past Guinea.
Yeah, we can. Mali just is an amazing team. This is their first game back from 2 days, and Kone here, 18 points, 8 rebounds, and she literally worked for that points against her last game, and she's just been an amazing force, and that's actually a different team. You saw one game with them, you saw one game without her, and they are still amazing.
Okay, we're going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthems.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the match is
Okay, national anthems have been played. Sarah El Sharnoubi from Egypt, Monica Nasuna from Uganda, and Didier Gaga from Rwanda. They will be the referees for today. So El Sharnoubi, the crew chief from Egypt. And of course, this follows hot on the heels of the first quarterfinal, Senegal beating Cameroon in a thriller that was not without numerous talking points after. So if you haven't seen that game, make sure you go back and watch it. So Fatoumata Diallo, Karim Mbai, the captain, Aïcha Mara, Asani Kaba, and Fatou Ba in the starting five. And you've got Fanta Suma on the bench, Nana John Suma, Diallo, Sila, Sako, and Jack for coach Usman Kamara. And I don't see Fanta Suma warming up, so I assume she's not playing. And there is Kamara. You have to tip your hat to him because, you know, you talked about this being a Cinderella story. You could also say it's a Beauty and the Beast story because that first game they looked like the Beast. I mean, they were not very pleasant to look at all.
And that's also
now. So real quickly, Kaku Koulibaly, Alima Dembele, who I'm really intrigued by her. Mariam Koulibaly, Sika Kone, everybody knows Zenaba there, and then Haidara coming off the bench in the 19-star, Karuma, Sanu, Traore, Sangari, and Balayera. And playing for this man right here who's been a picture of calm, Umaru Sidia, picture of calm and poise, and he's got a good consistent coaching staff as well. So what were you going to say?
I just see that the lineup for Guinea is a little bit different today, and for Senegal as well, as they add in Kone in there. And I love to look at how these players started the previous game, and if they changed it or not, if the coach kept the same, and I just love to see it. So both teams have a different starting lineup today, and maybe that's something that the coaches thought would be better for this matchup.
I mean, depth is, you would think, would be a huge advantage for Mali. And depth was very important in the last quarterfinal.
Yeah.
The bench for Senegal playing more minutes and outscoring the bench of Cameroon. So I think Guinea, perhaps from a bench standpoint, you know, that's taking nothing away from it. That's just reality.
Oh, yeah, that's just reality. And I definitely think that Mali, obviously, you look at them as they're warming up or as they're going to the bench, they are the bigger, literally, team. But Guinea, like I said, Cinderella story, they fought to the end, they fight. They do have lapses, but they just have heart. You just gotta admire that and love that in teams. And look how they rallied together before. And just, you know, maybe Kaba saying something like, let's go, ladies. Exactly what she said in her beautiful letter that she wrote to the team, and that's the reason why they won against Angola. So I definitely think that this is gonna be a game. As we all know, AfroBasket is a very physical game, so I definitely think that they're going to bring that intensity. And all Mali has to do, because they are the top favorites to win this game, is to keep consistent, be poised and patient, and, you know, get to the ball to their players.
Yeah, and I think probably I wouldn't say that Guinea have the most suspect guards, but I think the pressure that Mali's guards can apply can cause a lot of problems for anybody. So would not be surprised to see them picking up full court at some point. And we saw that's what changed the game when they took on Uganda early, getting a lot of steals and a lot of buckets. So yeah, Cinderella story, or perhaps maybe going up against the Lion King story maybe from Mali. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It's about ready to happen here in the BK Arena in Central Africa, the land of 1,000 hills, the land of African basketball. African basketball. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. We're underway here in the BK Arena. It's 3 p.m. local time in Kigali. And we are watching Mali play in the quarterfinal against upset-minded Guinea, a.k.a. Cinderella. Nobody expected them to be here.
No.
Not even at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket.
I know, but they're here in the quarterfinals against Mali.
The dream, it's been a dream, certainly a dream last game. And here, I think, is the biggest reason why. It's been Kaba. Here is a three-pointer, and Mara has obviously played very well in their win.
Played very well. They're in a 1-2-2 zone.
It drives in, Dembele rather, missing, and then Kone steps out of bounds. Mali have not won this tournament, but one time back in 2007. Excuse me. Yeah, that was it, 2007.
But they were at the championship games against Nigeria in 2021, so they're definitely trying to make their way back to the podium.
Chalo missing with her first attempt, and look at Kone hustle down the floor. Wow.
Wow.
I don't think there's any risk that Mali not fully appreciating the danger that they're facing today. They've already watched one team fall victim to this Guinea team.
One thing that I realized about Mali, whatever team they have played, they just played their game. They understand that against Senegal. They knew they were playing Senegal, but it wasn't about them. It was about how Mali showed up and played together.
Especially in the third quarter. And Kaba trying to get to the free throw line. Kone helps her up. Dembele gets in, and despite the contact, is able to make it. And you would like it if you're Guinea to get a basket that's going to settle things down. Here's Mara, a bit out of control, or loses control of the ball. It's a replay. So possession, Fatou Ba gets it up, and he's hit some three-pointers. Into the corner, Dembele. Here comes Mara down the left. Over to the captain in the right corner. Now Kone passes to mid-court. Again, that's who you have to look out for. Geneva Njai will pick your pockets. Oh boy, kind of staying with it. And the foul called on, nope, no foul. Yeah, it was a foul, sorry. On Kaba. Some friendly exchanges there. Seems like Kone's enjoying her time here in Kigali with everybody. She respects the competition. Here she is catching it at the high post. Koulibaly nails the three-pointer, and how good was she in the second half? Kankou Koulibaly against, in their last game against Senegal. 7-0.
I mean, she ended that game with 13 points and 3 rebounds, so definitely expect her. She's the captain of the team, and she's a very aggressive player as she goes to the bench.
Adama Koulibaly replaces her, number 12. Kaba.
I would like to see her get a little bit more closer to the paint area and really go at it with Kone. That's a really good matchup to watch out for. Kone, number 23 on Mali, and number 5, Kaba on Guinea.
Here's a long shot, no good. Chance to run for Chalo now on the open floor. She'll be looking to get points here. No, she has to bring it back out. Mbai, though, for 3.
We know that she can hit him.
Nobody stopping Jimbele. So a 9-0 start for Mali. Looking every bit as good as we thought they would. I was a little bit mildly concerned. They seemed pretty loose, all smiley before the game. Not quite as serious, but that turns out to have been a good sign for them.
Un tir en dessous, on a pris. On retombe sur le travers là. Que les tirs extérieurs. On joue longtemps, on joue en bas. On prend notre temps, on a dit. On tourne. Si c'est annoncé, les annonces. Vite les extérieurs. Allez vous vite vous placez là. Vous marchez, vous traînez là. Cut. Boum. Tac. Go. Tac. Et ici. Pick and roll. On sort.
Ok, il faut revenir les filles. Revenez. Revenez.
Oh.
On se calme les filles. Allez, allez.
Well, you just have to sit back and enjoy the way Mali has been playing, and Dembele has been terrific. 4 points, and I don't think a player that got many column inches coming into this, but she's big, she's strong, she's quick, she's talented.
Yeah, she had 8 points and 4 rebounds in the last game, and she's just a big guard out there and another threat that Mali can definitely use.
Mara into the paint, missing. And this is where, if you don't make your very makeable shots, very easy shots, if you will, you might not get looks like that again. You got to take advantage while you can. And Coulibaly rebounds the miss, puts it up and in.
Adama Coulibaly had 10 points in their last game, so just knowing that literally everybody on the court can score.
Oh. Mara just telegraphed that pass. And Njai goes down. Mara just can't make that pass. Look at this. No, we're only going to see the end. I think the reason why she was so eager to help her up was to make it look like, don't call it unsportsmanlike. Because that could have been.
Yeah, it could have been. But I think Mara's such a nice and kind person. I don't think she meant it anyways.
No.
Yeah.
So the free throw takes it up to 13-0.
Sano checks into the game. Another scrappy defender for Mali, which is definitely will be used today.
Well, it doesn't get any easier when she checks in. Look at that.
Here she goes denying the ball.
Nana John Suma getting inside. There's Kaba with the offensive rebound. And she tried to score over Kone, but it's a tall order to get anything right now for Guinea. Adama Coulibaly to the baseline, into the corner.
Look at her just being relentless.
Shot clock about to expire. Sano gets it up, and She's fouled while attempting a three.
We've just seen that probably
A few times today.
Yeah, and throughout the tournament, it's just you have to let these players land, and if you're letting them land, be aware that just have your hands up. You don't want to foul a three-point shooter like that.
Sandu played at the FIBA Under-19 Women's Basketball World Cup recently in Madrid. Averaged 7.9 points, 2.6 rebounds, 3.7 assists per game. And Mali, that's a big part of their success, is the way they have invested in youth, their youth programs, and it shows.
It definitely does show. I love what the Mali organization is doing, starting off young, and really paying attention to the game of women's basketball in Mali.
So Mali actually finished 5th at that event. Haidara also in the team. She played at the Under-19.
That's number 00 for Mali. And she just checked into the game.
Here she is, yeah. She's fairly recognizable. It's Canada that beat them 83-69 in the quarterfinals. But this goes to show that at that level, at the Under-19 World Cup, you're seeing players that many of them are already good enough to play for the senior team. And to make the Mali team, well, that tells you how good these girls really are, because that's a good team.
Yeah.
So again, he's just having an almighty struggle right now. Trailing by 14 points. Kone catches it, goes up, gets the rebound. And offensive foul called on Mali.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Not sure, but that's her second foul. So I assume she's going to come out. Well, all the success started for Guinea by going inside when their turnaround, getting it to Kaba. But look where she's catching it here. She's having to come way out. Trying to use her back to the basket game. Gets up and in. There you go. Well, if it's not working with the entry pass, to go out and get it and then find your way in. That was impressive.
Yeah, I mean, if it's working for her, if that's what she needs to do to put some points on the board for Guinea, by all means.
Mara goes behind the back to get away from Adama Koulibaly and maybe Nanajan Suma. Well, she was pushed. So the foul on Mali. And you can see why they want to get points in transition.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody's like that, but any team is like that. They want to get points in transition, but Guinea are desperate just to get some points, because in the half court it's very difficult. Nanajan Suma makes the first. And the second.
I think they should generate something on defense. Being a little bit more aggressive out there, hands up.
And that's a charge.
Exactly like this. Mara stepped up in the way and was able to get that offensive foul right here.
Now, from us looking at it here, you see the score get down to 10 points and you're thinking, okay, they're back in it. Do you feel that as a player when you're out there? Or you're not worried about that? Look at the drive from Mara. There you go.
In the first quarter,
6-0 run.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about the score. I'm worried about, well, why are we not scoring the score? I always like to think of it as a defensive end. As you saw, Mara was able to get that charge and then convert for the offense. So I definitely think if I was ever in this position, it starts with defense.
Yeah, looks like a tough call there. I didn't see much contact, but these things are evening out, and she goes to the line, number 24, Salamatu Kuruma. And Kuruma makes the second as well. So back to a 10-point advantage.
I like Guinea is taking their shots, and I like the pace that they're playing at, only because they've been in the situation. And look how they overcame it. So I don't think that they are not.
Oh, Sanu hustles down the court.
Good job.
Nobody picks her up.
I don't think that they're worried at this point. Well, they're not playing worried.
Oh, they're down 12. Another foul called. So free throws, and again, they'll take all the free throws they can get right now as they look to try to stay within touch.
I mean, they were down 59 to Mozambique, so I don't think that this bothers them at all, especially the way that they've came back and played. They just need to get in a rhythm, I think.
Sanu calls the play, pats the top of her head. Now down low, it doesn't go, and then Mali hit it out of bounds. Salamatu Kuruma.
Mara has been doing really well at that point guard position to handle the pressure and let Jalo come off of the at the 2 position and also relieve that pressure from her.
Nana John Suma launching one from way out. Now goes to Chalo. Chalo picks up the dribble, gets it to Mara. Now to Kaba. No help. Oh, good move.
Good shake and bake.
And then Sanu. Have they called the foul on Kaba? That is again, referees are huddling up. So the foul was indeed called on Kaba.
Both teams are in the bonus.
And Sanu misses the first. Makes the second. So Kaba's going to sit down, 19-8. They trail, and not a good development. But again, the depth issue now is going to be tested already.
I mean, I don't think we're going to see Kaba at all in this first half. She has 3 fouls.
Oh, that's her third. That's why she's out.
Exactly. And Kode has 2, so that matchup is non-existent. But just the fact that Kaba has 3 fouls in the first quarter, that does not help Guinea at all. They need her on the floor.
Well, this puts a lot of pressure on Chalo now to become the primary scorer, and she drives in and is fouled. I mean, you could get some offense from Ba. She does great there, Chalo, making sure she gets some contact.
Ba needs to step up. Mara needs to step up. Jalo needs to step up, and Suma needs to step up in this game.
Nana John. Fanta's injured, I think, and not going to be playing. So, Fanta Suma. So, Nana John Suma, yeah. The 18-year-old,
yeah. Sorry.
Here
they have the
is
same last name.
Guinea just behind by 11. And, oh boy, they get a break there. And Possession error will favor Mali. So, I mean, you've got arguably your best shooter out there missing 2 free throws, Chalo. So that's not a good development as well for Guinea. Sanu for 3. Oh boy, that's a killer. That is a gut punch for Guinea. Oh boy, another pass intercepted. Another drive. They're lucky they didn't make it, but Haidara stays down, stays with it, puts it up and in. The lead is 16. And not much going right now for Guinea, who in a way resemble more of themselves on opening day
without
against Mozambique, without Kaba.
Exactly, so we kind of know and what we're going to see, how they move without her. And they definitely do need her, so we'll see if the coach takes that risk.
We got to hurry, just hold on to it. It's all Mali.
Yeah.
So Guinea's dream run to the quarterfinals. That's now looking kind of like a nightmare scenario against Mali. It's Mali that lead it 24-8.
They can't expect much if they're shooting 0% for the 3 and 20% from the 2. I mean, Mali's being Mali. That's all they can do is just be consistent and not let this game make them drop. But as you see at the statistics, is just Guinea needs to score.
So again, as Mali look to win this game and advance to face Senegal again in the semifinals. Remember, they beat Senegal in the first meeting. And that would be interesting to see how Senegal would come out the second game, coming off the high of their win over Cameroon. Guinea are just kind of handcuffed right now because they don't have their best player, Kaba, on the court because she's got 3 fouls.
And the million-dollar question is, who's going to step up for Guinea? Is it all 5 coming together, or Jalu getting her rhythm in this second quarter?
Is that the message you would give if you're the coach?
I think it would be like, play as a team. Find the best shot. Play active on defense. We already know where they're going to go to, so bump the cutters. Bump your players.
Scanning the barcode to get Courtside 1891 for video streams, scheduled scores, and more. Download the app. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, the answer is playing as a team. Play hard, play smart, play together. That's what Dean Smith used to always say. And you can do great things. You do that, you're trailing about 24-8. You don't even look at the scoreboard. You just play hard.
Just play. Each possession by each possession, you just play basketball.
Boy, they're struggling, and ball thrown out of bounds. Maybe the best case scenario, well, that's the second time that Haidara has gotten an offensive rebound and putback. I was going to say the best case scenario is try to get some steals and fast breaks.
But that's being up on defense, and Guinea's not even being that active, and they need to be. I think maybe mentally they're worried about getting points on the board when they shouldn't. Just play defense. Your defense will definitely create your offense.
Well, I almost think as well that There's no need having Kaba on the bench with 3 fouls if you fall any further behind, because if she comes back in when you're down by 30,
what's the point?
What's the point? So he may have to put her back in.
Yeah, and trust that she can be that veteran player to not get her 4th foul before the second quarter is done.
Yeah, that's right.
And if I was a coach, I would definitely be highly thinking about that.
Mafasato Diak coming into the game for the first time today. And Mara drives and gets to contact and goes to the line.
That's exactly what she needs to do, and she needs to do that for 40 minutes.
I think it's a good attempt at the basket here. I mean, she does get fouled. But it would have been great to have a 3-point play opportunity, but she makes the first. Nice shooting from Mara. Back to a 16-point deficit. It's all about getting stops and rebounds, trying to chip away. Chalo comes up, gets a little issue. Oh, and that was an air ball, and that's just unlucky right there.
I mean, that's just bad defense from Guinea. They're already clogging the paint with that zone, and they just allow the ball to fall in Mali's hands. You can't have that happen. That's a defensive lapse.
Now Sanu. Traore whips it. And then down low, and ball goes out of bounds.
You see here, and there's also almost an offensive rebound again from Mali. Guinea needs to box out those low post players and guards coming in for that offensive rebound.
Mara, look at that as a tough take, and surely there's a foul there. Yeah, call it. Smart play.
Very good play. And she's aggressive to the basket. I mean, she's kind of knows that she needs to definitely step up, and this is her 2nd time getting to the free throw line right now. But when you get there, you got to kind of focus and make it, especially when you are down 18.
Yeah, and I guess one of the issues is she's going to be playing a lot of minutes today, so you saw her on that play basically take a beating. She's already tired. It's not like she has people coming in for her to give her a breather, so she's got to fight through it. If you're Guinea, ball goes out of bounds. Oh, that might have gone the other way. It's going to stay at this end. Dump down low. And boy, Karuma's a real pest in there. I mean, she's so active on the glass. Good defensive player. Yep, you can see the highlight there. Scrapping away.
Yeah, she only played 5 minutes the last game, but she was very effective doing things like diving for the ball and just being big on defense. Things that you don't see in the stats. So I'm glad that she's getting some minutes here. The more Mali goes deep in their bench, the better.
And good defensive stand for Guinea. 24-second shot clock violation. Oh, Kadi Mbai losing the handle. Gets it back. Sanu harassing her. She did get it over just in the nick of time, but then has it stolen. It's just a break for Guinea as Mali again pressured the steal. Well, we did talk about this before the game. Could they handle the pressure? And we're watching it right now. And again, without Fata Suma. So much responsibility on Mbai and Mora. Ken Shallow put on the deck and get to the basket. They got to get her more involved in the offense. Here goes Mara. Dribbles it off her leg. Mali hustling down, missing, but only one player back from Mali.
For Guinea.
Excuse me, for Guinea, yeah. And Kaba is indeed, well, I thought she was going to come in.
I think she just stood on the floor to rally them up. Like, let's go, ladies. How's only Mara, person that lost the ball, is the only person that got back on defense. Guinea needs to pick up the pace, regardless of the score. You have 40 minutes to play.
Il y a le repli défensif. Il y a une personne sur le repli défensif là-bas. 4 derrière. À regarder le ballon, vous marchez en plus. Vous marchez. Les systèmes, si ça revient, et si le ballon, et il est où Fatou? Fatou, pareil aussi. Pareil, hein. Et si c'est corne, on sait, ici. Ok? Ça part, elle sort, elle rentre. Et après derrière, après derrière, si ça revient avec Aïcha, elle a le ballon ici, Aïcha a le ballon ici, on écarte. Elle joue le bruit, elle joue le drive, elle peut fixer, donner, ainsi de suite. Bébé, dans ces cas-là, toi tu vas te mettre dans les coins. Comme ça, si ça rentre, elle peut fixer, tu vas faire le tir. C'est mieux.
We see Mara with 5 points and just trying to be very active on offense and defense and give some energy and some boost to the Guinea team. But she definitely needs other players to step up and help her. So hopefully right now, Jallo, who's #1 with the ball, who just swung it, can step up and attack the basket.
Here's Mara, stepped out of bounds.
Guinea can't catch a break.
Koulibaly. Okay, let's see if Guinea can get it going. Mara. A nice play to get it to Mara, but she doesn't catch it.
Jallo has not touched the ball yet and attempted a shot for Guinea, so she needs to get her pace going. I mean, Mali just out hustling Guinea.
Yeah. Well, it's a big lead, and it could be much bigger, but fortunately for Guinea, Mali are not making all their shots. They're missing some very makeable shots. Ooh, traveling. So coming in for Guinea, #7, Fatima Sako. So Challo goes out. Boy, just some big bodies in there getting the rebound. Another 3 attempt. Another offensive rebound, and Mbai reaches in and knocks it out of Dembele's hand.
I think she must have hurt her finger, but Way to be a big body and be aggressive, crashing the board. She gets the rebounds, tries to put it up, and just gets fouled. Guinea's defense definitely has to pick up at some point in this game, or it's going to be a long game for them. And you never want to end a game like that. So hopefully, I'm assuming Cabo will come in the second quarter to spark something. She did in the game against Mali, Mozambique ended up with 9 points just because of her presence there. So expect her to step up when she comes back.
Oh boy, another turnover. Ball taken from Mara, and another layup. And now even the Mali coach is wringing his hands in frustration. Oh, how about that? The drive, nice play. Nafisa to Jack. Three-point attempt, good. Dembele. Well, definitely one of the bright young stars of this Mali team, Dembele. And they get it right back. How about that? White stroking it from, that was, I believe it was it Diak? No, it was number 7, Fatima Sako.
Yeah. Oh, what a play. Way to be patient and poised. Koulibaly to Koulibaly. Oh, wow, what a move.
Another play, a little bit of an awakening here for Guinea, perhaps. Now they take it away. Ooh, she held on to it. Here's Sako. Drill it, Sako, drill it. She pulls it back out. So Mara scored on that last drive. Oh. Mara's got to deliver those bounce passes. She's tired, though. She's played 17 minutes. So this is the first time that she goes out of the game. Chalo, great job diving on the floor.
She definitely needs to be expected to get trapped when she comes off that screen. Both Koulibalys go at her. They know that she got her rest and they want the balls out of her hand. That's just good defense.
It was Kanku who picked up the foul. Kanku Koulibaly. No, it's a jump ball situation. Sorry. So it was good defense. And also they had to waste their jump ball possession arrow on just like for a second and a half. So that was a victory for Mali. It's been a game of victories for them. They lead at 36-18. Wide open. Geneva Njai.
I've known her to shoot that 3 when she's wide open, so she did not hesitate. That was her second 3 of the game.
Oh, a little up and under move. And an opportunity. Look at Kanku Koulibaly dive on the floor for the basketball. You got to respect them. I mean, they're up 21 points and they're diving on the floor for loose balls.
Yeah, they could just be that team where they just like, no, I'm not going to continue to play hard because we're already up. But that's not Mali's DNA. They continue to play as a team and play hard. And we've seen that consistently. This is one of the most consistent teams that we've seen, and it shows.
Timeout on the court. Mali rolling right now, up 39-18.
En défense. Je vous ai demandé qu'une seule chose, c'est de les prendre en 1-2-2 en haut. Et chaque fois, vous vous laissez faire. Il y a une qui joue ça, l'autre joue autre chose. C'est pour la défense. l'attaque, vous avez réglé ça sur le terrain, on joue l'ancien. Pour le moment, ça va. Mais revenez en défense là. Soyons un peu agressifs en défense. Est-ce que c'est possible? Hey, il faut que vous soyez là. Non, ça veut dire si vous faites bien, pas de fiafi, mais c'est plus à deux, on va vite. Et les paniers, assurez-les s'il vous plaît. Assurez les paniers s'il vous plaît. Ok, d'accord.
Dembele, 8 points, leading her team. Now, they got plenty of players in this team. There's no doubt about that.
I think they have one of the most deep bench in this tournament play that can actually be on the floor and contribute. And that's exactly what you want to see as the games get longer and harder, as teams continue to play.
Long shot, no good. Shallow. Oh, nice. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. And her wig, man, what a swat that was. Well, her teammates are having a good chuckle.
Yeah,
Look
that
at
was
this.
a great block from Koulibaly. Coming in, bam!
Oh, gets out of bounds. Spin move, drive. Oh, that was a good move. She's actually not a bad little, she's got some plays there, doesn't she, Diak?
Yeah.
Koulibaly getting it down low, putting it up and in. You can count it. And one. Drive outside. Njai and another bucket. And let's go back to what we were talking about with Kaba.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it better to use her while you've got her? You still got a chance.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I think she sat too long, but she does have 3 fouls and
45 to 18.
This might be your 100-point game that you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe. I doubt it, though. Here we go. Another layup.
You said you doubt it?
Well, maybe now. No, they got the 47. They get another steal here, possibly. 47 to 18. Challo puts it up and in. I mean, I think it just goes to show you how big of an upset it was for Guinea to beat Angola, although Kaba was able to play in that game. It's 47 to 20, Mali on top of Guinea at halftime.
I mean, Guinea is just a different team when Kaba's in the game, and maybe they would still be down while she's in the game, but it wouldn't be this low of a game. I mean, 5 for 18, 28%, 11% from the 3. They're getting to the free throw line. That's a plus for them, but I mean, 32 rebounds to Guinea 17 and 15 turnovers to Mali 7. There's things that Guinea has to step up and change, which is the turnovers and the rebounds and actually making their shots. There's no way that you're gonna win a game shooting that low percentage from the 2. I mean, they're getting their looks, but they need to make their shots. As you see, the top scorers of Mali and Guinea. Definitely, they just need to, I don't know, do you think it's energy or just Kaba's presence not on the floor for Guinea?
I think you're right. I think it's both. I mean, the energy has to be there. I don't know if it's all down to Kaba, but it just feels clearly if she were out there, she would be rallying the troops a lot more.
Yeah, she would. And then her energy and her fight is going to be
transmitted or shared or contagious to the others.
I just think when that happens, when you have a player that's in foul trouble or injured or it's not in the game, like I think as a team, you find the dominant thing of your opponent, which for example is Koulibaly in the post, and then you just double her. You see how she was double, she turned off the ball. One time she was double, she didn't make it, but that's 1 out of 2. That's your chances. And then Guinea is in that zone, but they're just not clogging that paint. They're getting wide open shots on the three-point line, as you can see. And easy dump downs in the post. It's defense. I will always hawk our defense. It's not the score, and maybe that's a mental thing for them, looking at the score, but it starts with defense.
It does. You're talking about going up against an elite team in Africa today. So Mali comes in number 27 in the world.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly.
And Guinea comes in at number 99, which kind of surprised.
Defense has nothing to do with ranking for me.
No, of course not.
Heart.
It does, but also just seeing the bigger picture. But anyway, we are
kudos to Mali.
47-20, Mali on top at halftime.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
you win for all.
Fernando driving in. Here's the pass. Now to Seda.
Mozambique is playing Mozambique's game.
Three-point lead, Egypt. Who gets it, and she knows what to do with it.
Great move.
Caetano from the right. And good rebound, Challo. Careful over Kaba. Back to Challo for three. Nice looking shot. Good! What a play! Challo willing to give it up. Knew it was coming back, and it's a 6-point deficit for Guinea.
I think this game for Cote d'Ivoire, they just have to do the little things on offense and defense.
Oh, good block, Cesar. I think for Egypt, they need to avoid, obviously, the bad quarter. They've been undone by some bad quarters. Oh, what a drive by Reem Musa. Stolen. And Miller leads to a breakaway. Amano gets it to go. And DR Congo go up by 4. Good job from the point guard knocking it away. Mbai. Now Challo gives it back to Kadi Mbai. Now here goes Challo. Flows in, and Caetano, who else? Oh, what a pass. Are you kidding me? That can't be real. That was a laser. Utterly brilliant from Babiria. Great example right there. She ran the floor well, bounce pass turnover. (47-20) Mali on top of Guinea in a battle of David versus Goliath, in a battle of the title contender against the biggest underdog in this tournament, and it is playing out as you perhaps would have predicted maybe before Guinea won the game against Angola, but I think everybody would acknowledge that Guinea is much better than what they've shown so far, and losing Kaba to 3 fouls. They've just kind of unraveled, and Mali is a machine. You know, they're a team that has been building with their youth programs over the years. You know, we talked about their FIBA ranking. FIBA ranking for women, they're number 27. You know, Guinea probably happy on the outside just to be here and to get a win to the quarterfinals. That's great, and they came out here with big expectations today, but I think reality is kind of setting in. But you never know. At least they can come out and be competitive in the second half, and Kaba will hopefully bring some fire, and let's see him go out. You know, if you're going to go down swinging, I say.
Exactly, and they're not done after this anyway. So how they finish this game is how they're going to have their momentum for their next game, and I definitely think they're a different team when Kaba comes in. So hopefully she doesn't pick up her quick 4th foul, and she's able to finish the game, finish this 20 minutes, and cut the lead. I feel like if the lead extends, that's the coach's decision, and I think he'll definitely make their smart decision.
Yeah, and I think most coaches, well, I don't know if most coaches would. I think definitely some coaches would definitely think it's more important for us to finish as high as possible than it is to finish lower.
Yeah, true. But then when you have a player like Kaba, I don't think she's going to raise her hand and be like, Coach, save me for this game tomorrow. And so she's going to definitely try to fight to the end, because she's shown that when she stepped out on the floor for Guinea and every game they have played. So I think she's definitely going to come out here and try to compete until, as long as she's in.
So this is the second quarterfinal of the day. Senegal winning the first quarterfinal earlier today against Cameroon. We'll have Rwanda, the host, taking on Uganda next after this game. And then we will be
we were serious. I mean,
you weren't joking around too much. You only joke around after the game.
after we get that dub, yep.
And if you don't get the dub, you're.
I mean, I would never have known.
You won all your games.
We won our AfroBasket games. And
Wow, that's incredible.
yeah. So I can't answer that. That's a question I can't answer.
And what's the, okay, well, scanning the barcode to get courtside 1891. The basketball gods have intervened here. To get your video streams, schedule scores, and more, you can get it in your smartphone by scanning in that barcode. Does every player have a different pregame meal? Or does everybody eat like pasta or steak or fish?
I mean, I think we eat pretty much everything except some players don't eat pork.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm one of them, so
Okay.
I just know that was told to the staff of hotels that you can have different types of meat, but pork no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second half action here underway between Mali and Guinea, who started this game as upset-minded Guinea. And right now find themselves having to really dig deep. They now trail by 29 points after that opening basket by Aidara. Going to potentially extend the lead. And they do. Two-pointer is just going to turn on the afterburners here. Kaba is in the game. It's a 31-point lead. Challo. And some daylight, so she launched it. And look at that. Njai hustling down the court. Fouled by Mara. Well, you know, the reality is, even when you get up big like this, you know, if you're watching, if you're neutral, like, why do they keep playing? Just, they're already on top of them. Why don't they just slow down? But you can't. You're up, you know, you got 24-second shot clock. You got to play the game.
You got to play the game, and you're just not only playing this game, you're playing to compete for your next stage game and being prepared. You see young players on the bench, and he's going deep in the bench for this game for those players to be prepared for the next game. And that's not in Mali's DNA. They're not going to slow down. They're going to play their game. They're going to play hard from start to finish, and I love to see that. They are not backing down. You can see them here with that full court press. They know that they're up, but it helps them to continue to be who they are.
Yeah, they're not going to feel sorry for anybody.
Yeah, no.
You're going to eat at the big table. You gotta follow the rules. You gotta be competitive. You gotta compete.
And I know this is not the last of Guinea at all.
Now quickly in by. Right now, it's all about Guinea just trying to run an offense. Out of bounds. Ooh, offensive rebound.
One of the smallest players on the court.
Yeah, she's a competitor.
She is, and even though they lose the ball, you just have to commend her effort. Kaba with the ball.
Challo. I would have expected her to have made that.
I think she hit it so hard because she didn't want to get blocked again.
Yeah. Long rebound. Challo quickly up to Mbai, who decides not to take on Kone. Mara. Koulibaly. And Mbai definitely fouled Koulibaly, so the big center will go to the line.
I mean, she really didn't have to. Where was Koulibaly going to go in that play? It's either she throws up a shot and Guinea gets the rebound, or she passes back out. That's a cheap foul that Guinea does not need right now.
Just 1 or 2. They scrap away. Almost turned it over. Mara. Ooh. Oh, she is tough. Up to Aidara. You see why she plays so many minutes. There they are. Look at that. Pounding away and getting another steal and forcing Mara to commit an unsportsmanlike foul.
I think she was looking for a foul on her own behalf right here.
So Amara picks up the unsportsmanlike, and it goes from bad to worse.
Guinea has to find a way to dig deep and finish this game strong.
Well, this Mali team is hard. I'm just trying to think, really, if you look at the overall, you know, after this game and the 2 games that are following, as Mbai takes a seat. Senegal, they'll have obviously a lot to play for. They got a lot more experience. I would definitely not rule out Senegal's chances in that game, seeing how they played today.
Definitely.
But it looks like it's going to be a tough game for anybody, a tough ask for anybody to deny this team. Although you do have the 3-time defending champions Nigeria in the other bracket, the other side of the bracket. But I'm not even convinced. You know, we'll see if Nigeria can beat Mozambique tonight. I know they can. And I think probably what I've seen, they should. Then you got Rwanda and Uganda in the other quarterfinals. So really it's looking like, would you say that Mali are looking like clear favorites at this stage?
The way that they played, yes.
The last 2 games they've played.
I'm very impressed by this Mali team. Very, very impressed.
I think since the second half of that Senegal game, they showed a different face that we had not seen. So Fatou Ba takes a seat. Good pass. Sako. Nice play. Rare moment where we've been able to see Kaba actually get it in the low post and try to score. Now into the corner. Tanku Koulibaly, and foul called as well.
I love the fact that, you know, usually when you're up, especially by 40 points, teams will just be lollygagging, not taking it serious, not focused, and Mali has not dropped their intensity. They're still attacking the basket. They're still getting to their spots. They're still going inside, and they're doing the exact same thing they've been doing all in tournament, and that's just playing Mali basketball. And I think this team came out in this tournament very focused, like they knew what their goal was, and that's to make it to the final for the championship game.
Do you think this performance, as we see wholesale substitutions now for Mali, do you think it takes any of the shine off of Guinea's achievement of getting to the quarterfinals?
No, because you can also see the difference of giving credit to Guinea. They really, like I said, Cinderella story, and got to the quarterfinals by being in Angola, but you really can't deny how well Mali has been playing.
Yeah.
And the fact that their intensity hasn't dropped after subs, after subs, after subs, and it's just, this is really good basketball that they're playing.
That's a good play by Mora. You could say at least you beat Sika Kone off the dribble, scored a layup.
What did I say? If you could do it once, you could do it again. But be careful for Kone. She might block your shot.
Yeah, but, you know, looking down the road, she'll be able to tell her grandkids, one day, I'll be one of the best players ever in African basketball putting the ball on the deck and going right past her. Here's Mara competing. Mara does have a nice body, though, in terms of her. She's strong. She can play multiple positions. You know, she can compete with the bigs.
She doesn't stop working on offense and defense. She's actually been the only one that's trying to get this team going on the offensive end, attacking the basket. She's leading the team with 9 points and 4 rebounds right now, and playing 23 minutes. She's really stepped up this tournament, and you do have to give credit to them for them to get here.
Yeah, you do.
No one expected them to be here, and they're in the quarterfinals right now.
Here she is. Kyler catches it low, puts it up and in. Another chance. Callow.
I mean, because Cobb was in and they didn't have her in the first, I think they're forcing it a lot inside. And I think Mara knows that, but that goes to show how big Kaba is for Guinea.
Three-point look. In the shallow hands. Now over to Mara. So 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Mali well on top. And I think we know inevitably who's going through to the semifinals. Just a case of Guinea trying to get some of the feel-good factor back, and coming out and hitting that shot. That looked good. And maybe there is, from that standpoint, let these starters play some more to try to get some good vibe back.
Especially for the game that they'll have tomorrow. I definitely agree with that. You don't want to go into these games where you're playing for 5th, 6th, 7th place with no energy and being deflated. These games count no matter if you think just because I don't get to the semifinals. No, these games count for your ranking. For
Exactly.
Exactly.
I was going to say that if you didn't, I'm glad. You've obviously been told that in the past.
I mean,
or you just know it.
I just know it. Whatever the outcome is today, I really hope Guinea leaves this game with their head held high, no matter what, because it's amazing to see how each game they have gotten better. And I wish maybe this game would have been a little bit different if Kaba didn't have those 3 fouls in the first half. We don't know, but definitely leave this game very proud that you got to the quarterfinals.
Yep, now that's a little bit better. Passing it around. Ooh. Kaba didn't want to pick up another foul. Tony whips the pass down low to Adama Coulibaly. There's Mara. Goes behind the back. Ooh, little crossover as well. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, as she turns it over. And she's going to go up and help Dembele up.
I mean, she's leading the team with 9 points, and she just got her 3rd foul, so she'll definitely go to the bench to sit.
So it'll be Dembele. Good pass by Sangare. So they want to look at it and see if it was unsportsmanlike. Part of me thinks, okay, that's the right decision, but part of me says, let's just get this thing moving. How do you feel about it?
You felt that? I didn't think it was. I mean,
no,
I don't think she did it on purpose if they do call it, but I don't think anyone does those on purpose.
Let's have a look. I think the refs just like doing this because they know the camera's going to go on them exclusively.
This is
Look
their
at
time
that.
to shine.
They're going to frame that photo. Oh.
She went to go block it.
Yeah, she definitely went to block it, but also isn't there an element of if it's a dangerous play and you get them in the head, if it can. I think they'll call it. You're right. Oh, it isn't unsportsmanlike. But she didn't. It didn't seem like she didn't give the typical unsportsmanlike foul. But anyway,
is it?
Signal.
It's not.
Yeah, it is. No, it's okay. So no, it's not.
It's not. It's a regular foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was trying to reach the ball, so that was the ruling. But I do think there's a case if it is kind of a dangerous play, even if you're going and you maybe she'd gotten her even harder on the head, they could have called it.
Mali is full court pressuring Guinea right now in the third quarter, and I just think that this is for their upcoming game to work on the things that they need to work on to get better. That's definitely.
And that's how you have to look at it.
Yeah.
They're not trying to rub it in. They're not trying to do this. They're practicing. And actually, instead of getting mad about it, like some people might, just look at it as an opportunity to figure out how to try to beat the press.
Exactly. Which they'll probably get pressed in these games.
Classification games,
exactly.
yeah.
Classification games, exactly.
Kaba lets it fly. I remember at an Olympic qualifying tournament once when Venezuela was playing Lithuania, and Lithuania just kept, the game was over. You knew they were going to win, but they just kept playing hard, trying to get, more points, pressing whatever it took, and they were successful. And in the end, Venezuela was upset about it because why are you playing so hard? You know you're going to win, but they were playing for points because of goal differential, and the goal differential made a difference.
I don't think any team should slack off just because you're beating them bad. No. There's a reasons why Mali is still being aggressive right now, and it has nothing to do with Guinea. It has to do with the team Mali and where they want to be and how they want to be seen in this tournament.
So Kaba's had a little bit more fun here in the second half. She's up to 11 points now. Now 12. And make it 13. She only has 2 rebounds. Koulibaly lays it up in. And I think she's been effective for Mali, Adama Koulibaly.
Yeah.
So there's 0.4 seconds left. The attempt went out of bounds. So I'm guessing they'll just inbound it. Let's see if they're going to do a play. No, they're going to try one. They're going to practice it. No. She's got to shoot it faster than that. But anyway, 69-31. It is Mali on top of Guinea at the end of 3 quarters here in the second quarterfinal of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket in Kigali.
Rwanda at 6 p.m. sharp.
From the first half to now to the third quarter, Guinea has definitely picked up their second point percentage with 32. Tongue twister. Let's take a look at these highlights.
Well, here's some more highlights of the sensational Mali effort today. Haidara going in, and again, it was talking about tone setting play in that second quarter or third quarter. It was Geneva Njai with her defense, and then of course Koulibaly amongst the players that scored.
They went really deep in the bench this quarter with Mali, and just everyone was very locked in and focused coming into the game, and you love to see that. Mali is definitely preparing to hit the semi-final game. They're working on their zone, they're working on their press, they're being how they've been all tournament. You just can't deny that this Mali team is a great team, and we can't take away from Guinea, but Mali is definitely a dominant team in this AfroBasket.
Yeah, I think the biggest enemy for Mali in this tournament is potentially themselves. If they don't come ready to play, that's when things can change. They could be in danger or vulnerable, but if they come ready, it's going to be you need a big effort from somebody to beat them. Fourth quarter underway. Sanu, Haidara, Balayeta, who tries to catch that ball in the game from Mali. Also in the game, Asesitu Traore. And the irrepressible Salimatu Kuruma, number 24. Here's Kaba. Go time, Kaba. Turn. She turns into the double team. Kaba and trying to take it from Haidara. Watch this. Look at the replay. What's going on here? Look at this. And oh, the possession arrow. Another wasted possession arrow because they had to take a tough shot. Sanu. Haidara gets in the paint. Sanu. Oh yeah, blocked but fouled.
What do you think Guinea has to do for just the fourth quarter? How do you think, because they had an amazing story and how they got here, how do you think they should play these last 8 minutes out?
Play it hard.
Yeah.
If you're on the court, you got to play it hard. Got to try to execute the game plan.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what I was thinking. I just thought you saw something different. I mean, you know the game. It's easy to say, play hard, play to the end, but maybe switching up their defense or like something like that. But I just think they're a little bit deflated right now, and
they could try to press.
Yeah, they can.
I mean, they've got Sanu out there who's a good ball handler. I don't think anybody else is.
Maybe Mara comes back into the game and shakes something up.
I mean, if they can press, why not?
Yeah. Maybe we'll see Mara soon. She does have 4 fouls.
And an unsportsmanlike foul on Kadi Mbai. So 2 free throws and possession. Here it is, look at this. She loses it. Well, Sanu misses both. It could be a team that we see at the Olympics. Mali, I think they'd have a good shot making it. It's one of the 2 African teams that'll be at the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. I mean, they would.
I would definitely agree with that.
Could be looking at the country that's going to be at the Olympics in Paris, in France. Shake and bake time. Here goes Challo. Nope, she gets it up to Diallo.
I mean, that horn set is for Kaba. When that guard comes off of that high pick and roll, that dive is for Kaba. We've seen this over and over again, and they just missed her on that dive. You got to know if you're running to play, who you're running it for.
Samara's coming back in. .758 remaining. Hey, sweet looking shot there from Asatou Traoré. Beautiful pass down low to Kaba. Nice play, Diallo.
Yep. They just need to keep that pace and that rhythm. If they're able to do it once, they could do it again. Play fast, but play smart.
Nice fake, Sanu. Wow! And she's fouled as well. So Fatou Ba picks up the foul. So they escape, don't give up the 4-point play. Now Guinea, a 4-point trip rather. Sanu up ahead to Aidara. Oh, beautiful play. Those 2 under-19 stars linking up.
And I love to see everybody on the court for Mali right now does not start. And the fact that they're keeping this lead and the fact that they're playing hard and aggressive, it just gives Mali, the team, starters, the veteran players, the coaches, assistant coaches, and themselves that confidence. Like, it doesn't matter who we sub in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
good.
really good to know, especially in tournament play and being a contender for going to the Olympics.
S'il y a une passe qui part d'ici, qui sort pour avoir un tir, ok, on tourne, ainsi de suite. 4 ou bien on fait pas 4, ils anticipent, c'est pas grave, ok, c'est pas grave. Ici, par rapport ici, juste un pick and roll ici, bam, ok, on fait descendre l'intérieur. Si c'est pas bon, on va chercher à l'opposé. Masseni, si tu l'as pas ici, tu coupes à l'opposé. Comme ça, on te rejoue ici, d'accord? Si tu le ressors, ok, d'accord? No truc. Allez. Parce que le placement, c'est trop long.
.642 remaining in the 4th quarter. It's Mali leading 77-33 and headed towards a rematch, another showdown. Many showdowns with Senegal over the years. In the semifinals, Senegal will try to avenge a big defeat to Mali earlier in this competition. But first, Sanu and Co. have to put the finishing touches on this one against Guinea. And the question is, can Guinea find some type of rhythm, some type of good vibe, good feeling for the classification games? Because I think any game that they play, as high as they can finish, is important for them. So the three. So that drive did count, and she's got a and one coming. So 5 points for Challo. It's been a quiet day for her.
One thing that Guinea could definitely work on is just not allowing that zone to be so open. Haidara just took it right in and got fouled. If you're going to be in a zone, that's for you to clog the paint.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to give anything away inside. So 78-36 now, 5:50 remaining. Challo competing against Sanu. Ooh, raising her right arm. She's got to be careful. Another foul called down low. Haidara gets it and goes in for the layup.
She has 13 points now.
Mars pass tap. Look at that. Great job, Balayela. Hands up on defense. Sanu benefits. Fatu Ba for three. Oh, wow, they've called a foul on Fatu Ba. I've never seen that before. Look at this. On the follow through, she hit the Haidara.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that? On the follow through of her shot, she hit Haidara.
I mean,
she did hit her in the face.
Yeah, but we're taught to.
But is that because of intent?
Leave our hand up in the air after our follow through. Yeah. Tough call.
No, she made it.
What do you say? Ball don't lie. That's what you missed though.
I say the ball does not lie. There you go. One of one. So could have been called, could not have been called.
Yeah. I mean, she's playing amazing. She has 14 points and 8 rebounds off the bench. Young player, stepping up on this quarterfinal game for Mali.
Do you remember Haidara getting under the skin of the Uganda coach in the first game?
Oh, is that what he got the text?
No, but he definitely had words with her.
Oh yeah,
or directed at her.
Yeah, and we were so confused. Like she doesn't even say anything.
She just walked away.
Yeah, as she should. Great young player.
Look at them twitch. Mali's still playing hard. Oh, I just ran out of time. And you can see that Mara's talking to her coach right now, and he's trying to say, you got to do this. And again, it's a chance for them to learn and get on the same page with things, even though it's a blowout. Good hands. Chalo, Sanu for three. Oh boy, 86-36. Well, they could get to 100 possibly. Right idea. But a reach and foul on Chalo. Foul after foul after foul. Come on, just let him play. Yeah, it's definitely a foul. I mean, you got to call it.
I mean, you got to call it. It's a foul.
And with that, you bring out some more mints. What's wrong with the other mints that we had?
It's almost about to be out.
Oh, right, sorry.
No, I just have more. I got all the snacks, Jeff. I got all the snacks.
Timeout. Guinea wants to talk about it.
Ok. On va le mettre ici. D'accord? Diallo, tu restes ici. Aïcha, toi tu vas descendre en bas. Mariam, tu es sur le côté. Masseni, elle fait ça, elle reste ici là. Ok? Donc toi c'est sur le côté. Ici on raye tout. Après derrière, boum. Si on a le ballon, tu peux courir. Et derrière, si c'est un contre-attaque, tu cours vite, tu essaies de ralentir. On ne prend pas de risque. Allez. Allez.
Okay, so at the line, 3:52 remaining, and the missed free throw, and Kamada just sitting there having to take the medicine. Misses both. Have you had anybody since you've been here, Ify, ask you why you're not playing?
Everybody I encountered has asked me, what are you doing here? If you're not in the jersey of a Nigerian, I just tell them, like, hey, I have work for FIBA now, and it's an amazing thing that I am here.
Just put on your gear, wear your headset, walk around, let people know.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
Need you ask?
I think they're just, you know, wanting to see me play and never retire, but Ify Ibekwe has retired.
I have to admit, my family did break down in tears when we found out you weren't playing anymore.
But
especially my kids.
Well, they know that I'm commentating with you, so that's awesome.
That's true. I think they would really like a photo with Haidara. He seems to capture the imagination. That was a good play. Another one. Three-point shot. Chalo rattles out. There's Kaba. It's another bucket. She's got 17. Sela really chasing the ball right now. Baliero with the board. Ooh.
These young players must be playing together because they pass the ball very well. They know where their teammates is going to be. They're getting open. They're sending good screens. And they haven't not give up. I mean, you like to see young players come out and just keep the lead and just play well. And that's what this Mali group has been doing for the fourth quarter.
Mara, tough spill there. She's slow to get up. She's running back down the court. And maybe now is the time to get everybody out of the game.
Yeah, a little bit.
I doubt again. She loves taking those threes. That's their favorite spot right there.
17 points.
She's had a game, hasn't she?
She's had games. This is not the first time she showed up and showed out for Mali.
Shallow missing. I mean, how great is it that you can play in more than one tournament? Here you go, Balayeta. And Mata, again, is slow to get up. I think she's going to have to come out. And this is what you're worried about. We were talking about this. Wendy sit him down. Hopefully she's not hurt, but she's limping over to the bench as we look at the replay of Balayeta getting the bucket. She played, she played a lot of minutes. She played hard, Mata. The effort was there. It's just a good Mali team. Look at Silla trying to take it ahead of Haidara. It's been a rough game.
I mean, she tried her best this game, and you just have to give her that credit. She ended up with 9 points and 5 rebounds for this game. So I definitely.
She struggled with turnovers, but I guess she's had the ball in her hands a lot in difficult circumstances against this Mali team. Well, the noise getting louder and louder from the Mali fan section behind their bench as they get closer to the victory that is officially going to, the final buzzer that's going to punch their ticket to the semifinals. Oh, that's an air ball. No, she got the glass. Just a little bit off target. It was, I mean, some of the atmosphere here, atmospheres after games or during games obviously is awesome here, but after games, like last night, Uganda was like a party. I mean, they were like, I walked out of here like 10 minutes after, and they were all like, it was like a impromptu dance had broken out at the end with all the fans. There must have been 50 people over there dancing. Music, everything. It was a beautiful sight.
I would say Uganda fans are excited and coming in the building right now for the next game.
And I will say that this type of atmosphere you find nowhere else at any other zone in FIBA.
Yeah. AfroBasket is where it's at.
Kaba going between the legs, turns it over, 93-40. I don't think they're going to get to the 100 mark, but it's been a convincing win today against Guinea.
One thing that maybe Guinea could have changed is going man against the second string of Mali and just not staying in that zone.
Yeah.
And it's too late now.
Well.
8 more seconds.
Yep. Too late to switch into that one. It's 95-40 and a free throw coming. So the likely last play of the game here. Closing in on a resounding victory. Philip passes to Nanajan Suma and
just don't foul. Get one.
Did not get a shot off in the end. So you got to tip your hats to Mali. They came out with a professional approach today and rolled to a 96-40 win over Guinea. They advance to the semifinals where they will take on Senegal.
Mali shooting 50%. I mean, wow, they had an amazing game. 20 for 35 from the from the free throw line, shooting 57%, and getting just not enough. Having 33 turnovers will never work in this AfroBasket tournament. and being out-rebounded by 20 won't work either, and that's why Mali has came up with the win, 96-40 in this game, and they head to the semi-finals. They are happy and cheering, and they should be proud of where they're at. And Kaba for Guinea had 17, and Haidara, the young one with the pink hair, had 17 points as well. Kudos to Guinea. They got here to the quarterfinals, and I do not think they should hang their head. They have more games to play. That has to do with the ranking, so hopefully they take those games serious. But very proud of this Mali team, one of the most consistent teams that I've seen this far in AfroBasket play.
Yep, they've now got 2 games to play. They win one of them, they'll get to the podium. If they get a victory in the first one, they'll be in the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament, which would be something that obviously they fully intend to experience. And they're hoping to get the title, which, you know, that would be the first time that they would get the title since 2007. And obviously maybe a couple of good teams standing in their way. Senegal, who question remains, have they turned the corner, and are they going to continue to get better? And but the other thing is that, okay, Guinea was playing, they were playing well. They came up against this Mali team, and Mali was just clinical today. And you know, potentially they could end up facing, you know, if they beat Senegal, Nigeria, who knows? But it's hard to look past this Mali team right now. And the biggest difference in this, it's not so much the number of made threes, it's not anything else. It is the intensity, the defense. It's not giving this Guinea team any time to breathe, basically.
Also, the depth in Mali's bench is amazing. Everyone played today. And just the fact that everyone showed up. Every single person on Mali played and was able to score and contribute. And that's something that you definitely want to see and want to know who you can count on, and the coach can see everybody. So that's just amazing game to Mali, consistency, toughness.
And further to my point, 37 points off turnovers for Mali, suffocating defensive pressure. And, you know, Guinea just didn't have the guards to be able to compete against that, nor the depth. Guards, depth. You got to be able to punish pressure. You got to beat pressure with pressure, and they just couldn't do it today. So there you have it. They will take on Senegal in the semifinal next. It'll be Rwanda against Uganda here in Kigali, and they will then face the winner of that game. Will face the winner of Nigeria and Mozambique, who will wrap things up tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. 96-40, Mali romped to victory over Guinea in the quarterfinals.